Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you've seen in the last video, we got the old engine running back stronger than ever. Changed out those rod bearings. Luckily, that's all it was. So we can make it out to Streetcar Takeover. Next Friday. But we still have a couple things left to do on the old Neon here before we can make the event. One of the main things is we got to remove all this weight from the interior because it's in full streetcar mode right now. So we got to take all the seats, you know, possibly the carpet, you know, all the floor mats and everything out. Also, we got to adjust the shifter cable because I've been having a third gear grinding issue ever since I put that tighter shifter plate on the transmission. So I'm pretty sure it's not a transmission related issue. It's probably just I probably just need to adjust the shifter cables a little bit. And other than that, we're also going to take the finally going to take the brake shoes off the rear tires, off the rear brakes, because I had left them on there when I installed the hydraulic staging brake, just in case the hydraulic brake happened to fail from some type of leak or something. But I've been on there for a couple months now, and I don't see any issues with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the stock parking brake, get all those cables and brake shoes and the stock parking brake handle out there. Also, I have to adjust the alignment on these tires a little bit. It's not actually the alignment, but the steering wheel is a little bit cocked to the right, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that. And there's a couple other things that I want to get done to it, not to mention I need to clean her up because she's been sitting for a couple weeks now, so she's a little bit dusty. And so let's get to it and see what else we can get into today. First thing we're going to do is remove all this weight from this interior. We're not going to need these seats or floor mats or center console or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all this so we can get old girl a little bit lighter. And we're hoping to run a PB this weekend. The weather's going to be there. Last time we were out at Streetcar Takeover in Z-Max, it was like mid-90s. Mid-90 degrees. This following weekend, we're at Streetcar Takeover Rockingham is going to be low 70s. So weather's going to be there for a good pass. Hopefully we can get it done, but got to remove all this weight first.
Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Got to stand up. Don't say you down. You gotta stand up and fight. Oh, you gotta stand
Alright, and that's pretty much all I'm going to be removing from the interior, weight-wise anyways. Other than that, I will be removing all the weather strippings after I wash the car because I don't want a crap load of water to get in here. Y'all might say, why remove the weather strippings? They don't look that heavy, but when you remove all four doors and the trunk weather stripping, that's about 20 pounds. That's 200s off your time, theoretically, which could be the 200 I need to go a PB, so I'm gonna take them off anyways. And unlike most times when I'm getting ready to go to a drag strip, I removed the AC system, but as you can see, she's still in there, and I don't plan on taking her out this time because I don't know, I just feel like it's too much of a pain, and I don't know if it's really going to pick up that much more by removing it. If for whatever reason I'm that close to going to PB and a tad more power, I'll just remove the power steering alternator belt and see if that'll push me over the edge. But let's get on to the next step, which would be adjusting the shifter cables and removing the factory parking brake assembly. Even as y'all can see, even with the factory parking brake down, this wheel still has a lot of rolling resistance. That's just what you're hearing is a little bit of rust on the rotors there because it's been sitting while I've gotten this thing fixed. But as you can see, I'm going to spin this thing and you'll see how long it takes to stop. And I'll do that once again once I remove the parking brake assembly, the shoes, the handle assembly, and we'll try that again, see if it helped any. Alright, now that we have the parking brake shoes off and the factory handbrake, I left the cables in there on the off chance I want to put everything back in there, but more than likely not, so I'll end up taking them out at a later date. But let's see if we have less rolling resistance now that we take that off. That was the same amount of force I used on the first time, and as you can see, it's a lot less friction. You can still hear the rust on the rotors, but once that goes away, there'll be even less resistance on there. So hopefully this helps out and allows me to go a new PB. But for now, we still got a couple more things left to do. Gotta do a boost leak test on the turbo system, make sure there's no leaks in there. Gonna need all the boost if I want to go a PB. Gotta take some fuel out of it because it was pretty much a full tank when I parked her. And let me see here, obviously gotta wash it. As you can see, she's pretty dirty, and a couple little other things, but let's get to it so we can finish up and get this thing ready for Streetcar Takeover this Friday. Alright guys, as you can see, got the old Neon back on the ground after about a couple weeks of being on jack stands ever since I found that little unwanted surprise in the oil pan. She's all back together, better than ever. Even got a new valve cover on it, makes the engine bay look a whole lot better. I used to have a real nice one that I took out of a junkyard off of an early 2000 model Sebring. It looks real similar to the billet real tune one, but I had some baffling issues. Every pass I made, I would fill the catch can to the brim with oil, so I went back to the stock SRT valve cover, and that other one was looking a little crusty, so I had this extra one laying around, sanded off the letterings, painted it. It's good to go. As you can see, I got the hood exit on there, got new rod bearings in. Got a bunch of weight removed from this thing. As you can see, I already have the slicks loaded up into the car, ready to go. Have the factory handbrake assembly removed. As you remember, we removed the brake shoe, so we have a lot less friction, rolling friction now. So hopefully we'll be able to make a decent pass, run a PB. Boost leak tested it. Everything's ready to go. All I have to do now is clean it up because she is dusty from sitting so long. So I'm gonna clean it up, make it look presentable, and then I'm gonna load it up on the trailer. And in the next video, we'll be at our Rockingham trying to go fast. Gonna meet up with some buddies up there. Hopefully we can all run PBs and have a good time. And hopefully this thing doesn't blow up. But don't forget to subscribe because you're not gonna want to miss that. And we'll see you next time.